Swear to God, I can't believe I have to do this. This is episode 1. We are watching the new episode. But I honestly think the Assassin Isekai fandom might have some of the dumbest individuals I have had the displeasure of interacting with. Every week, I highlight the fact that this man has never killed anyone, and the intro to the episode, while in the future, also shows him not killing anyone. And people, no matter how many times I explain this, still try to tell me that he killed this man. So we're going to break it down and remind you, he killed no one. He goes to kill the king, right? This is the big moment for him. This dude jumps him. He even stabs this man in the leg. Or the arm, I guess, in this case. Oh, okay, so he stabs him in the arm and then breaks his leg. No one's denying he doesn't attack. So how does he die? Because after this fight, right, his own blade falls on him. And then he says, I swear this is just my luck. He doesn't even say, man, this guy killed me. He says, that is just my luck. He is involved in the man's death, but he didn't stab the man. And no matter how many times I explain this, I see the same individuals being like, I don't know, he's an assassin. He didn't choose the fucking class, you imbecile. I swear to God, this show might have the dumbest fucking haters. Hey, if you got this on the video, make sure to drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon, full live reactions and exclusives over there if you also want to help on the channel, videos just like these. So, episode 9 of My Status as an Assassin. Good stuff. It's all linking back to Graham, and Graham's probably gonna be his first kill. And I swear to fucking God, if you guys even talk about episode 1 again, I've explained this too much now. Because the thing that I'm expecting the show to do is he probably does kill Graham. Now, by the end of the first season, I doubt it, but maybe. I think he will struggle. And whether or not you like the fact that he struggles is irrelevant. That is a personal preference. But in terms of writing quality, it is realistic. This is a man who has a deep hatred for someone who not only killed Saren, or at least is responsible for why Saren's no longer around, all the pain and suffering. But to take a human life, a living life, is not something that most people can do, even when put in life or death situations, that if you don't do this, you will die. His hatred, this turning point, and even if we assume he does kill Graham, it doesn't mean that he's going to be able to kill the next person easier. Because he's a realistically looking character. He's not someone who's thirsting after killing. And I think one of the dumbest criticisms I've ever seen about this show, outside of the people misunderstanding that he hasn't killed yet, at least a living thing, not a monster, because I've already explained countless times that killing an animal or a monster is generally seen as different than killing something that has human-level intellect, is, well, he an assassin. Oh, for fuck's sakes. While it is true he is an assassin, bro did not pick his class. He was isekai'd into a world and was said, you assassin. I think the best part too is, I don't even need this, but in the first episode, it might have been the second, but I'm almost positive it was the first, Saren literally tells him, don't kill then. Bro, if you don't want to kill, you don't have to. Be an assassin who doesn't kill. Make your own path. Do not be forced down something someone is telling you to do. And the thing that was interesting about last episode was the fact that he's realizing if he's not willing to kill for his woman, she'll probably have to kill for him, and he doesn't want to have to force that onto her, right? Because Amelia will end up having to do it. And I think it's so interesting because you're in a situation where we have this like royal meeting where it very much is racist coded, because I have a strong suspicion the king doesn't like humans. And I don't think it's a case of, I just hate looking at him. I can't, like, he's literally willing to hire them. But I think it stems from a thing of feeling like you're more superior to them because you live longer and stuff like that, like superior genetics, blah, blah, blah. And the fact that we immediately prove that we are him, we beat the centaur looking motherfucker. But it's just the fact that he literally calls out Amelia, like, why would you get involved with a human? He lives such a short lifetime. Oh man, this was so good because he doesn't feel like a racist hater in the traditional, like, you are beneath me, kiss my feet, more of a, yeah, you're useful, but you aren't even on my level. But it's so funny to see how he absolutely wiped the floor. And just the way we can disrespect a royal member like this, who's like, I don't like your attitude, but I'll respect the fact that you beat my guy. Such good stuff. And honestly, I think it kind of brings up an interesting point that I wasn't considering too much, but that is the fact that, yeah, like, whether or not he stays in this world, he goes back to his home, she comes back with him, whatever it's going to be, he will live, if he's lucky, a century. Elves live thousands of years, or hundreds of years, right? So it's a very different thing. So yeah, she would be a widow, and, you know, yeah, she could remarry, blah, blah, blah. But I think one of the reasons why Mass Effect fans love the Liara and Shepard romance so much is that not only because people like alien ass, but because the whole point of that romance is they even acknowledge we have a short amount of time together, but that time is going to be beautiful and will last my entire lifetime. It's such a touching thing, and I think similar is what's going to happen, because if we remember, in the first couple of episodes, one of the things that set Akira apart from your run-of-the-mill Isekai MC was that he thought about back home. He's like, I took care of my family. I miss my family. I need to get back to my family. So why would he want to marry someone he's been traveling a couple months with and been in multiple life or death situations beyond the obvious, well, growing chemistry and horny-ass teenager? Because at the end of the day, he doesn't know if he's going to be able to go back home. There's a big sacrifice to do that. And even if he does, what's to say she couldn't come back with him? There's a lot of things we don't know, but in the meantime, he's enjoying what he has while also still trying to get back home if possible. And this show, I don't even think it's flawless. There's plenty, I think, that does make sense for criticisms people had, and I've highlighted it over multiple weeks. I just personally disagree because it doesn't bother me. But I think the show is doing way more than many people want to give credit, and I think it really just stems from people upset that the MC isn't doing what they want the MC to do. And there's plenty of times where I see an author or a creator do stuff, and I'm like, that's not how I personally want it to go, but I can respect the fact that they're doing something different, and it makes sense. And I think that's the big thing, is that the mentalities of especially these two make sense. And I don't know, man. I don't have issues with people just not liking it, but I definitely have issues when people try to argue that it's inconsistent with his no-killing rule. He hasn't fucking killed yet. Maybe he has, and we haven't seen it yet. But even if we assume he kills Graham, him hesitating to kill the king is consistent with a man who doesn't want to kill, bro. I don't know. It's some wild shit. You let me know what you thought down below, though. You know me, I be loving Status Assassin. I think it's great, but fucking hell, it feels like I'm fighting off some of the weirdest people every week when in the same video I explain he doesn't kill, I still get people commenting, well, I don't know, he might have killed in the first... Maybe it's rage bait, maybe. But either way, I can milk that shit for views. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around your Patreon for live reactions and exclusives like hey. I also like to give video shoutouts to my patrons who make it all possible. Alright, so today we got Nathan Jones, Unicorn666, Sarah Linda, Harry Potter, Daniel Lopez, and we also have Kade Snowy. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Have a good one.